All right, you guys, this is pretty big news if you're at all following anything with OpenAI and ChatGPT. They just launched their very own web browser, and I wanted to get on and talk about it because I believe this is really going to change the game in a lot of ways as far as like how we do everything with online, like browsing, uh, building things. All it's all going to change. I just I'm seriously blown away at how cool it is. And while I'm waiting, I'm just getting logged on here. I want to make sure everything is working because I've got a few different streams going. So just want to make sure that we're all set. Let's see. I'm waiting. Quick little ad. All right. Okay. So here's here's what's crazy is ChatGPT just announced Atlas, and I'm going to go in and show you a little bit of like what it looks like. So this is the ChatGPT homepage /Atlas, and as you can see, it has some information there as far as what you can do with this. Now, it is only available for OS users right now, but what's crazy is the fact that they've been able to integrate AI into the web browser. So a lot of times when you're doing, you know, when you're doing your prompting, when you're doing any of those things, the issue typically is you have to copy and paste and then move it over from like your chat GPT window to then your window. And I'm actually on the Atlas browser right now. So we're streaming everything live from that. And so we'll go ahead and just show you a little bit of like what this can do. But this is what's crazy about it is that they're able to incorporate AI agents now into the actual web browser. So this is not just it's not just like Chat GPT, but it's really a web browser, and then inside of that you have agents that can do certain tasks. You have uh, chat gpt built in to where you can ask it and you can be logged in with your account or without, and it's actually pretty powerful. So let's go ahead and break it down, and I'm going to do a couple use cases, but I just wanted to show you mainly kind of like what it looks like. So let's go ahead and I'll open a new browser and or a new window on it, and then we'll go ahead and share that window. So let's go ahead and pop that in real quick. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, so this is the actual tab, but let's just get rid of that and go. So this is the what the homepage, and it's obviously like looking for like Home Depot or whatever, but this is the actual homepage. Let's see, sorry here. All right, you should be able to see it now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Up here, you have ChatGPT 5, Auto, Instant, Thinking, and then if you had Pro, you can upgrade, and then the Legacy. So this is all different. And then you have where the URL would go up here. You can also click and look at the different visibility if the connection is secure. I imported everything from Google Chrome, so it put all of my tabs in here. I do have to update my passwords. Some of the passwords that had to be updated, but you can go in and see how all of these are. You can see everything with their, like, the history, the view, all the very, very similar to Chrome if you're used to Chrome. And then you have your home. So you got your home tab there. You have search. You have images. So if you were to put something in there, videos, I just did home. That's why it pulled that up. So then now it's able to pull videos, news. So it's pretty crazy, like, what you can do with it. But let's go to like an actual like website, maybe one that you're building, something with, or you're using that. So let's go ahead and do, let's go in for me for like go high level. We'll do like a funnel. So we'll go ahead and remove that. And we'll go ahead and share a screen. Okay, you should be able to see the screen now. So here's the screen. And let's see. Oh, it doesn't. Let's see if it'll let us. Okay, it should do that. So the biggest difference that you can do now with this web browser is you have a button right here that says Ask ChatGPT. So you can click that, and then ChatGPT is, if you're logged in, then you can attach files, do all of that. But when you first log in, it'll ask you like, okay, do you want to log in? Do you want to switch the chat? So I'm actually logged into my account right now. So like all of that stuff that you're seeing, oh, that's weird. Like, you guys, I don't know if you can see that or not. So let me change the view on this because it doesn't look like it's showing you what I'm seeing. So give me 1 second. We're going to do share screen, and we'll do like the window. Maybe the window will work a little bit better. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if that'll work. And then okay, whoa, that went kind of crazy. So if we go in there, okay, hold on a second. Technical difficulties. I want you to be able to see the, yeah, maybe you can see it from there. Okay. Wow, this is like a train wreck. Okay, so you should be able to see on this side right here, you should be able to see the agent mode. So what you do is in the browser, you would hit Ask ChatGPT. And so asking ChatGPT right there will let you, let's go in here real quick. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's still, hey, Jeff, how's it going, man? Sorry, I'm running into some more difficulties here, really trying to show this browser, but it keeps cutting off the page. Let's put that in and see. Okay, there we go. It should now drop in the browser. Okay, all right. I had to put it on my phone for a second so that I could see if it was working or not. So what you can do in this using AI is you have the editor, you have everything that you're building. Let's say you want to build a quick funnel, but you don't want to go back and forth from ChatGPT, or you want to be able to have it do certain tasks for you. You now have the ability to do agent mode, and you can describe the task. So it's just getting rolled out, so I'm sure it's going to get better. But one of the cool things that it does is it allows you to just take over your screen. So I could say like, create, let's see if this will do it. It might backfire. We're live streaming, might backfire, but let's just do create a new funnel for HVAC company. And then because I've clicked down here and added agent mode, you should see that all of a sudden this agent is taking over. And what it will do is it will actually go in and start working on the project for you. Now, again, I think a lot of this is it's just getting started, so it's not like 100%. But the fact that we're able to tell it to do something, and then it's going here, clicks new funnel. So this is something that once it's dialed in, I should be able to walk away from my computer and have it go do this for me. So it's creating. I'm not look, my hands right here. I'm not. I don't know if you can see me or not, but I'm not touching anything. It's literally using the AI agent to now generate this funnel. So it just went through and it's now looking for a funnel for HVAC. So I'm not even, so it just typed that in there, HVAC. Now it's looking, and if you're not familiar with Go High Level, it has like a bunch of templates that you can do, or you can build them, you know, out of like whatever you want. But it's going through here and literally looking for something that will work with an HVAC company. Now, I've seen it where it'll go through a certain period of doing something and then it stops. And at any time I could take control or I could stop it. So like if there was like one that I really liked, I could go in and say, oh, you know what? I really like this funnel or I like this template. And so I'm interested to see like what AI actually selects, because I'm not really sure which one it's going to connect, but it looks like it just got that one right there. So this one's a template. It's going through, it's going to add some stuff in there, and now it's adding the template. So it's not only did it create that, but it's now adding the template. And this is all done through AI like this and if you're just joining me, this is like ChatGPT Atlas, the new web browser that OpenAI just barely released. Now, I may want to take over for a second and just say, hey, I want to give it the right offer, right? So maybe it, because I didn't really give it a very good prompt. So I'm going to stop it for a second. I'm going to go in and in ChatGPT, we'll go ahead and do make a squeeze. Let's do sales funnel for HVAC fall furnace cleaning special. Okay, so I have kind of a custom GPT that I made. I haven't found a way that you can connect your custom GPTs inside of the browser, but what this will do is it'll give me all of the information that I need for this browser, because I've created very specific, basically a very specific performance for, or a format for these squeeze pages. So that looks really good. So I'm going to take that, and that's the only thing I'm going to use is when designing the funnel, use this info. Okay, so now I've given a little more context to the AI. It's going to now take back over and look at, okay, how do we optimize and organize and create this information that I was just given. And I've never done this before, so it totally could backfire. Like this thing might just not work at all. But this is the worst it's ever going to be, and it'll just get better and better and better. So it's reviewing the funnel and the information that I gave it, and now it's going in and editing the funnel, which is awesome. So go in there. And then if you guys have any questions on this, feel free to ask. I have you, like, at least if you're on Facebook, I've got my phone up here so I can see what you're what you're saying. My last stream, I didn't have that up, and people were asking questions, and I didn't even know that they were asking questions. So now, at least you know that. Okay, so it's clicked into one of the values there, and we're going to see if it'll put the headline in there. So it's attempting to edit the text. I don't know if it's going to or not. Let's see. So it's trying different methods to change this text. And this may be part of the rollout as it might get better. Or it will get better, I think, as it goes. But like, oh, it totally did it. I didn't think it was going to do it, but it totally did it. Maybe it needs to work on the formatting a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to format this really, so we may have to tweak this, but this is pretty impressive. The fact that it can go through and actually update stuff. Now, I did see on the demo, you could go in and you could actually have it read a recipe and then say, okay, here's for how many people you're making it for, and then it would go in and it would even go to like Instacart where they could, or whatever grocery store you want, and put everything in your shopping cart so then you could review it and check out. It's pretty crazy stuff. I do think that there's going to be a lot of ways that this is going to be implemented, but the way that we browse the internet, I definitely think is going to change, especially because this does have memory. So the more that you do this, kind of like ChatGPT, when you're using ChatGPT, it updates and goes off of that memory. The same thing is true with this, that the more consistently you do things and it will remember. It's like, oh, if you like to shop here, if you like to go here, like it's going to know where you would like to have those things done. So this thing's just moving along. I really don't even know like what it's doing at this point. I'm just waiting to see what happens. The other nice thing about this is you can walk away from this. So, you don't have to, if you're giving it a task, you don't have to sit here and watch it. So you literally can walk away, come back and see, how the task is done or how well it did. I don't know. And again, this is all going through Go High Level, so I'm not sure exactly how well it's going to do. I do know that there are features already that will speed up everything that I'm doing just because of the way that I feel like I use Chat GPT, and I have to always have, because I either have a tab open and you have to bounce back and forth. Well, this right here can actually do it all for you, like with you. So that's, I think, is pretty awesome. So it looks like it's still trying to figure out like to add a row above the footer. But at any point I could take this over. I'm going to just stop this for a minute. I really want to just see kind of like what it did. So we'll just hit the little preview button and we'll see. So it really didn't do that much. So I'm not super impressed with that right now, but I will tell you one of the things that I do like about this. Let's go back, and I'm just going to delete, let's see. I'm just going to delete this whole funnel. We'll just get rid of it. So we'll get rid of it. This is where I feel like if you're going to be doing this kind of stuff, this is where I feel like the value will be. I think it'll just, and until the agent gets better, you may just have to do it this way. So I'm just going to build out a quick little funnel, and let's see, by having this information here, I could also say, oh, you know what, like, let's do this. I'm going to turn off agent mode, and I'm going to say, what would a good color scheme be for this offer? So it's going to look at that information that we just put in there, and it's going to give me some color stuff. So here you go. It's giving me all of the different color schemes that I would need in order to put that in there. But that's all built into ChatGPT. I can literally click here and I can drag. It should let me drag it. Oh, it might not work while it's writing. but I can copy. So I can copy all that stuff if I need to. I have the chat menu there. And then if I close this, I can just close that out. Everything shifts back over. And then if I'm like, oh yeah, I need to go back into it, it's right there. So this is, I think this is super valuable as far as getting and building stuff with ChatGPT, because now I don't have to go to my notepad. I don't have to go to a different, like this ChatGPT and bounce back and forth trying to make it work. I literally can go here and we could name the step HVAC. And then we can create, I just want to show you how I feel like it would help me. So I've got my header right there. So I could go back up to this information that it's already built into, and I could just do that right there. And there you go. I already have one of the, let's make that a little bigger. Okay. So there you go. That is, and then, oh, I need to do subheader. Okay, let's do that. And it's already right there. Put that in there. And then if I'm like, maybe, maybe I'd like let's change the wording for the subheader. So I'm basically now going, let's change the wording for the subheader a bit. I keep your home safe and warm this winter. I don't know. Let's see if it comes up with something else. I just said, let's try this again. It kind of crashed out here. So let's try it again. Okay. So now it's going to give me a few different options. Oh, look at that. Stay cozy. Let's just take that. So I could take that information, and now I've just swapped it out. So I'm able to go back and forth with this and then be like, oh, okay, great. So I've got that information. It filled that out. Let's go into the next section. Oh, I wanted it told me to do a different color for that. Look at the secondary color. So let's see the text. The subtext was this color. So I could copy that, go in here, and then go into the text, add a custom color, put it in there, save. And there it is. Now I just did that. And then if I want to add like the button, okay, add a button. Maybe there's a sign up or whatever. So all of this stuff is just so much easier to click and go through. So you can build these things so much faster because I literally can ask it right here and I'll have to bounce back and forth. And I do think that agent will get better, but until it does, like I said, this thing is just barely launched today. So this is the worst it will ever be. It's just going to get better and better. Okay. So now that I've got that on there, it's given me, so let's do schedule. So I'm taking that text and we'll put the text in there. Okay, schedule. And then if we bounce it a little. So here's another thing that I think would be kind of cool is, let's say you build it all out. Let's get it done. And then maybe you could say like, look at the page and give me your on how I can make this more needing HVAC. Okay, so I'm basically asking it, hey, look at the page and give me your opinion on how I can make this more appealing or for people needing HVAC repair or maintenance. So now in here, it's actually looking at the page. So I don't have to reference. That's the other thing is when you're doing ChatGPT or Grok or any of these other things, it's already on the page, so it is already referencing the page, so it knows like what to do. Uh, so it says right now it looks like an ad block, not a story. You want to make this, so it's like, oh, let's add a hero image. So it's saying, hey, add an image to make it look better. Let's add a photo of your technician and he's smiling, and then sharpen the offer. Only 79 is strong, but it's buried visually. So like it's saying like, oh, fix all of these things. So it's looking at all of this information on the page and giving me real time updates that I can copy and paste into there. And I believe that, you could do the agent down the road, and maybe, if you're doing custom code, it will actually code it for you. But because I'm using high level, going in and having it run the page, it's a little clunky, or it forgets what it's doing right now. But this is day one, so we'll see how it is in 6 months. But my guess is we'll be able to have a conversation with it and have it actually go through and do that. That's the other thing, is you can dictate. So you could just click this button and then just talk, and then it will do that. So you don't have to actually type everything. But this is this value stack, all this stuff that it's giving me is really great information to build out like this landing page. So if you are wanting to build a landing page, or you're wanting to do something, but you don't really know, oh, okay, I don't really know. I know kind of the idea of the offer of what I want to do, but I don't really know how to put it together. I don't know how to code it. Like this right here will totally help you. So that's pretty crazy, like what you're going to be able to do. Again, going back, I'm hitting a new tab. So for those that haven't seen it or you don't know, ChatGPT just came out with ChatGPT Atlas, which is their version of a web browser. So literally they're moving, I think they're going to be moving a lot of people away from Chrome, just because it was really easy to transfer. Like I'm on the web browser now. I was able to download it, and within a few minutes, it had taken everything that I had on Chrome and put it into Atlas. And from here, I can actually have a conversation. Let's do that. I'm going to put it in agent mode, and then let's see if it'll actually do it. But let's say, hey, I'm thinking about going on a vacation for Christmas, and I know there's a lot of places to go, but where would it be a great place for families to vacation? Thinking maybe of a cruise, maybe out of the country. Give me some suggestions of some great deals that are going on right now. So then I just dictated all of that. It wrote it down for me. Now it's in agent mode. This is highlighted, so it's in agent mode. So it's going to look at it and say, okay, got it. Let's take a look and see. So now it's considering the vacation options. So instead of me having to do the research for deals, family vacations, cruises, like it basically is going through and doing all of that for me. And now it's searching all of these different things. So I'm not having to do any of this. And it's checking out different options. So I'm pretty interested to see like what this will come up with, but it looks pretty crazy. So it's opening multiple web pages right now, Christmas vacation deals. There's a lot of different things. So it worked for a minute, and it says here are a few options. Let's go ahead. The cruise option, Royal Caribbean, holiday. So I just asked it, and then it went and found all this. And you can do this in ChatGPT as well. But what's I think going to be a game changer is because everyone's like, a lot of people still are using web browsers. So having that where it knows like what you're doing, how you like to shop, where you go to visit things, and then for it to find those things. But look at this, Royal Caribbean. Escape to the Bahamas or the Caribbean for a few days, starting at $259 per person, and provide kids club, water park on by it. And then it has a and then it has a link where you can check the availability. So I could click on the link and then be like, check availability. If I could spell there. Okay. So I'm on, now it knows that I'm on the Royal Caribbean. So now it's going to look, the agent's going to look and see if there's anything available. So we'll see if it actually does it. It looks like it just went to like that page, and then it was like, okay, so that's one thing that they've obviously got to work on, is maybe you have to be signed in or whatever. But I would think that you would go to the cruise and set, okay, so it's like right there. You can go in and like do more of that stuff. Again, it's just getting started. This thing is, I feel like, going to be so good. I really do think that there's going to be some amazing things that you can do with the this Atlas built in. Let's ask it. So we're going to ask it like what it can do. All right. So it's finding out the information. It can run real-time reasoning, code writing, and debugging. That one's going to be huge for web designers and programmers, in the fact that you can be in the window and debug the window itself right there. Business planning, funnel building, and ad script generation, image, video, and audio prompting, file analysis, and from PDF, Excel, HTML, agent workflows, like go high level, all that stuff. Let's see. Atlas has full live web access. It has its own built-in web search tool. Let's ask it this. What is the main difference between Atlas and Chrome? So let's see what it says. And maybe this is biased because I'm using it. So it says Chrome is a web browser. Atlas is an AI-powered browser built around ChatGPT. They both let you visit websites, but Atlas thinks, automates, and assists inside your browser. Chrome just displays pages. Okay. So that's the major difference, is they're taking ChatGPT and connecting it to a web browser, so that like within the web browser, so that it is powered by that, which is pretty cool. So it says you can build inside of ChatGPT. You can say, build me a go high level funnel, find. Yeah, we've tried that and it doesn't work exactly like it says. So, there's going to be some things that it needs to update. Definitely says that it can do that. I haven't found that it's able to do that yet. But let's see if we can recreate the recipe that people are talking about. Like, let's say I need to make some cookies. All right, so I'm basically saying I want a chocolate chip cookie recipe. All right, so it's giving me all of the things that I need to do in order to make this recipe. And it even gives me the instructions, which is great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the little plus button and hit agent mode and say, I don't have any of these ingredients. Can you help me purchase them? All right. Okay. So it's going to Walmart, Amazon. These are places that I've purchased things from. So we're just going to see what it comes up with. Now, I think it probably would work better if you're actually logged into this so that it would actually do it, but I just want to see what it does. Yeah, I'm not in Salt Lake, so let's see, it's changing the location. It's clicking everywhere trying to get that drop down to work, and it's not working. So we'll see what happens here. Now it's trying to double click. I don't know if you can read that or not, but like now it's trying to double click there. So it's obviously having issues just clicking in to find the right place to update the zip code. Yeah, it's clicking on everything and it's not like finding anything. So I could like take control for a minute and then I'll click this. Oh, I'm clicking it and it's not actually working on here. So they've got there must be some kind of bug with the browser on this because it's trying to do it, but it won't. So we'll go ahead and stop it. And then let's add Smiths. Okay. Oops, I didn't want to hit that right there. So let's try it here. We'll go ahead and ask ChatGPT and say, shop for the cookie. The cookie ingredients. So I didn't tell it what the ingredients were on purpose. I want to see if it remembers. I'm going to make sure I do agent mode. So let's try that again. I'm just going to copy that. We'll see if it remembers it or not. Okay, it's taken over again. So from the last time I had it do something to now, it couldn't remember that. So that is a little disappointing that it wouldn't remember, hey, I asked it for the cookie ingredients. Why don't you do that? And it's saying, oh, I can't remember what that was. So that didn't work. So I'm going to give that it needs work. Let's go back. Let's go back here. I think it was on this page. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, here's the cookie ingredients. So I'm going to copy that, and we're going to go back to Smith's, click on agent, and shop for okay, we'll try it again because now I'm giving it more context to see if it knows what to look for. So now it's searching. Okay, so there we go. So it's trying to do it now. So we'll see if it can find any products on that. And the demo, they had it and it went through and picked up all the different things on the shopping cart. I'm wondering if it was maybe kind of staged a little bit because this thing, it seems to be taking a minute. So, okay. So they're saying that you have to sign in. So maybe if you're signed in, then it works. It's basically saying, I can't do anything until you're signed in. So we'll give that another try. But yeah, what was weird is this thing wasn't even working. You couldn't get it to go. So I'm not super impressed with everything with it yet. But again, this is version 1, so it's probably going to get way better. So let's go in and let's see what else we would do. What do you guys want to try? Have ChatGPT or Atlas do? What other? Let's just see. Okay, so it says it can help you. It says it'll fill out forms, build funnels, edit, create documents, code. Okay, so you have the canvas mode. Oh, yeah, finding pictures or information that you haven't been able to find. Use browser as an agent, take actions. We tried that. It's not great yet. So, oh, wow, it says it can create and optimize Facebook, Google, and YouTube ad campaigns. I'll definitely have to try that and see if it'll actually do it. Guide you on generated images, write Python. So, I mean, there's quite a few things that it says that it can do. Very interested. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Maybe we wanted to develop something, and so let's go to this website and I'm gonna log in real fast. Okay, let's do a new project. Let's say I want to make a web app for let's see attorneys to be able to let's see, I had this asked today, so we're going to do that. We'll do a web app for attorneys to be able to keep track of the time they spend with on client details, either on the phone or researching or preparing documents. Okay. What is the best approach for this. So I've given it, I'm on, if you're not familiar with SupaDev, it's basically a place where you can create projects and it helps you write really, really good prompts. So if you're using like Replit or some of these other AI generators, it helps give so much more detail so that you know exactly what to do. Okay, so time tracker. They aren't super tech savvy, so it would be nice if they could do the whole thing with voice. So look at a whisper OpenAI integration. Okay, so now I'm basically asking it to do that. Yeah, good call. They're not. So it's basically saying, okay, let's do that. So now I'm going to ask the agent. We'll go to agent mode. Never done this before, so we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so I'm now giving agent the control, or telling the agent that you have control to do this. So it's going to consider the best uses for the tools at its disposal. It also is familiar with SuperDev because it's right there. So it's going to go in and look at all of that. So we're going to see what it calls. So it's like, okay, so it picked the name and now it's doing, okay, backend framework. It's doing Flask. Okay. So it's picking everything that the project needs. So if I didn't know what Flask was or Python or some of these other languages, but it's going through all of the different options and picking out that stuff for the project. So I'm curious to see how it goes. So it's scrolling for all the different languages. My guess is that it should be built on Python. We'll see if it chooses that. Oh, that's funny. It says it looks like the action didn't work. Let's go back. So it's going back. It searched for Python. There it is. So it's like what I said. Now it's doing SQLite. So it's doing the database using Tailwind, CSS. Everything that I would pick right now, it's picking. So this is great. Let's see what like core features it picks. This is actually doing a really good job right now. Like it's going through from everything that I just described, it's going through and picking out all of that information, which is crazy. It's looking at more features right now. All right, we'll give that a second. While it's doing that, I'm gonna remove that just for a minute. It's still doing it. We're gonna have it keep going, but I just wanted to make sure the live stream was still going because I had a little glitch there. So we'll put it back on the stage now so you guys can see it. Okay, should be able to see it. Okay, it's still working in the background. So that's the other thing, is I could totally leave. So now it's just waiting for the project to save. Okay, so it worked for 3 minutes, and it says that it filled out the basic information. It chose the tech stack is Flask, Python, SQLite, Tailwind, CSS. And then selected relevant features, authentication, user registration, account management, profile, password reset, role base, access control, all things. I also added a custom requirement describing the voice-based time tracking with Whisper billing reports and a CRM with Twilio integrations. So maybe, okay, I don't want to use Twilio. Let's say use instead of Twilio. Okay, so we're going to just tell it to use something different. And it might have already saved it. I doubt it though. Oh yeah, so it's going back and changing it. So it went back. It's now going in and changing the text for the custom requirements, which is pretty cool. So it was going too fast. It was like, oh, I'm at the top now, so I'll scroll slowly. So now it's going to update from that saying Twilio to Telenex. Okay, so now it's like, okay, everything's done. I'm going to go ahead and complete the project. So now it's like, hey, do you want to complete it? So yeah, let's complete it. So now just having AI do that, let's look and see what this looks like. So go ahead and click on it. I don't really like that name, Lex Track Voice Timekeeping. So I'm going to turn this off right here, and then I'm going to just copy this and just say, I don't like this name. Give me some other options. Okay. Case timer. Let's do that. So we'll just say that's what it is for now. So we'll go ahead and edit the project, change it to case timer. Software as a service platform. I want it to be a web app. Save changes. Okay. So now we can generate the documents. So what this is doing is generating all of that we just talked about. It's generating all of it. And then once they're generated, they should go to the downloads. And from downloads, we'll go ahead and see what it looks like. Okay, so let's take a look and see. Oh, I didn't want to open it up in that. Well, that's good enough. Okay, so now you can see here's the markdown instructions, and it gives all of the information. That's just for the tech stack. So if you go in and we download the project requirements, say you download all of them. Now, when you open this back up, here's all of the information. So that's pretty crazy that you can do that. So right there, Atlas, that one worked. So I couldn't get a cookie recipe, but it helped me build case timer, which gave me all of the information so that I could generate and build a web app in a few minutes on this live stream, basically. So pretty crazy. I mean, it gave me all the instructions so that I could go into, Lovable or Cursor or Replit and actually deploy that, put it on there and have it build. So solid stuff. Okay, I really, really like this. I think it's great. I like the fact that the window's right there. I could do dictation. I can go ahead and it knows. I think the biggest advantage that I see with this is if you've been using ChatGPT a lot and you've been using it for anything like developing a product or doing all of those things, the biggest issue that I've seen is you have to copy and paste, and then you have to give it context. You have to do all that stuff. But once you're in this and it knows that you're on a page, I mean, as soon as you hit that button and you can attach a tab. So this tab right here, I just attached the tab of the page, and then I can ask it. It then looks at this page and understands this page before it gives me information. And that is probably the biggest advantage that I can see as just in first looks of this is the fact that ChatGPT is built in. Not only can it automate and do things, but it's built in so I don't have to go back and go, okay, I got to copy this link now and I have to copy this link. And then I have to open up multiple chats because I'm doing different projects. I literally can go between each project and have all of that stuff there. So that to me is extremely powerful. I think it's way cool. The fact that you can totally use this browser. I think this browser is going to, I think it's going to change the way a lot of people shop online, search online, do school online, do projects online, all of those types of research, all of those things. It's going to be built in. This is, in my opinion, pretty incredible. The fact that they just came out with it. And that's the thing I was like, man, it'd be so cool if they came out with a web browser so I wouldn't have to, go back and forth. The other thing that's pretty cool, even though you have your ChatGPT and you have everything on there, it's not the same. I mean, you can do a lot more with ChatGPT as far as custom GPTs and projects and all of that stuff. But the fact that when you're in a web browser, having that be able to assist you or help you or get context without having to go back and forth, I think is a game changer. I've already changed my browser. I've gone away from Google Chrome and I am everything into ChatGPT Atlas. I think it's incredible. And I mean, this is the worst it's going to be. I think as they roll it out, it's going to have more and more features, especially as they connect with other applications and other big types of websites that they're just going to find ways to make things a lot more automated and a lot more just a lot better in general. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. If you have Mac, you can go to chatgpt.com/Atlas and you can download it. If you want to see what it looks like, the icon, let me see if I can add that. So you make sure that you're getting the right, like the right file. It should look like this. I'll put this on the screen. Oh, that's like way big. It should look like that. So, and it'll say Atlas, ChatGPT Atlas. So that's what it looks like. I think it is pretty cool. So there's my rambling and my first thoughts with this new web browser. You'll need to check it out. I am definitely going to mess with it a lot more. So we'll check you guys later.